So when waxing the skin, you want to make sure to stretch the skin just a little bit. I like to stretch using my middle finger and my thumb. And as you can see with my wax, I get as close to her shape as possible. That way I know her shape is going to be nice and crisp and it's going to be as clean. I might have to tweeze one or two hairs, but there's not that many hairs I will have to tweeze. This is what I like to call playing with my wax. I will take it and drag it into the areas that I need to get as close to her shape as possible without having a thick layer of wax near that area. You don't want anything too thick. You want to spread your wax as thin as possible, because if it's too thick, once you lay your strip down and you start to press your strip into the wax, it's going to spread and it's going to grab the hairs that you don't want it to grab. So you want to play with your wax and get it as thin as possible before you lay your strip down. Once you lay your strip down, press, give it a nice firm 2 or 3 seconds of a press. Make sure to stretch her skin again before you pull, and pull as quick and as close to her skin as possible. Apply a little bit of pressure and that will reduce the stinging. What you just saw me do was I folded the strip in half and I pressed it lightly on her skin to remove any excess wax that might be there. For the top of the brow, I like to brush the brow hairs down. This is a new technique I've started, the dotting method, and I have found it gives the thinnest layer possible. Again, I'm going to play with that wax in the front. Make sure it falls in line with the shape I want her to have at the end of this service. Again, place your strip, apply firm pressure, tent her skin, stretch her skin, and pull as close to her skin away from the hair growth. So with soft wax, you are applying in the direction of hair growth and you're removing opposites of hair growth. That is the way that it works. This is me just tweezing a few of those hairs that I may have missed, which is normal. It's okay. Go back in, refine your shape. Make sure that everything is good. You don't want her going home and taking a tweezer to her own brows. So now we brush the brow hairs up on the opposite side, stretch the skin again, get as close and personal to that shape as possible. And I don't mind having, well, my hair's in the way, sorry. I don't mind having a little bit of a thicker consistency of the wax, because personally it helps me play with the wax a little bit more. If your wax is too hot, it's going to be water-like, it's going to be way too thin, it's going to burn your client. If your wax is too cool or not hot enough, it's going to be way too thick and you're not going to be able to spread it. So depending on your wax warmer and the wax that you're choosing, and also the consistency of your preference, you're going to have to play with your wax temperature just a little bit to find the temperature best for you. I will insert a picture of the wax here. But I love this wax so much, and I use it on a lot of clients. I don't switch between hard wax and soft wax. I don't have multiple different brands or different formulations of soft wax. I use the zinc oxide because it is supposed to be sensitive on the skin, and it works on almost all of my clients. If a client is sensitive to wax or hasn't waxed in a really long time, I will recommend her threading. And that's the way that I am able to service all of my clients, because I do offer wax and threads. And this is what her brows look like at the end.